live at Click Connect, special Friday night audit. Stay tuned. Craig Sullivan, you have got the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life. What is that all about?
Hey, that's promoting our other show, 3 Minute Thursday.
Holy shit, dude. What have we done? The mistakes that we're making right now, unbelievable.
We're going to haunt us for years. Are you kidding me?
Craig Sullivan,
Here
so
we
good
are.
to see you, buddy.
How are you, brother?
Good. All right, I'll give you 2 guesses to figure out where I am.
You are in Dubai.
No. One
Egypt.
more guess.
Egypt. I see a pyramid, so it must be Egypt.
You see, Craig? This is why Dave gets the big bucks over there. But I'll tell you what, now that we know where I am, I need to know what time it is.
It's time for an audit now.
I think I hit the wrong button there. Let's try. Let's have an audit one more time. Hey, welcome to Friday Night Audit, the only show in hospitality when you ask for less, we give you more. That's Craig Sullivan. I'm Glenn Hausman, eternally trapped in Las Vegas. How are you, buddy?
Hey, great. We're number 7.
Yeah, we are. Congratulations to us. Friday Night Audit is number 7 of the top 40 industry podcasts. So very exciting about that. Thank you all out there for helping us achieve this. So Craig, I'm all out of sorts over here with what's going on with this setup today. So I'm feeling a little weird. Not only am I exhausted from being in Vegas for 4 hours, but there's 2 of me.
There's 2 of you now.
2 different angles. So as you can see, when I'm using my laptop computer, everything behind me is all washed out. I'm like, I got this sick view. So I set up the laptop. I set up the iPad over here, which is giving me the good view. But StreamYard has this brand new studio feature, and it keeps changing the angle on me and stuff like that. And it's making me very dizzy, particularly after the number of cocktails I had this week.
Well, I don't think you were home more than 72 hours before you were back in Vegas again.
Yeah, something like that. Like literally, I got off the plane the other day. There's a big banner out. It said, "Welcome home, Glenn." I'm like, what is going on?
There you go. Hey, just thinking, the reduction in taxes you're going to have.
I know. It's going to be fantastic. I'm sure New York will find a way to make me want to pay no matter what. But before we begin our incredible guest, let me just move aside for a quick second. Look at this incredible downstrip view. Let me get out of the way completely. Look at that.
Beautiful.
How awesome is that, right?
Great view.
Yeah.
Look at
So
that.
I'm on the 20th floor here at Mandalay Bay, and it's really beautiful situated. You can see all the way up the strip, and even more so because there's 1 bedroom there. There's 1 bedroom there. I want to thank the good folks over at MGM for giving me an awesome hookup. I asked my buddy if he could just get me to the VIP room so I don't have to wait online at Starbucks in the morning. And then this is what I got. So,
David, I think that calls for 2 Glens in the shot now.
All right.
You got a VIP set up. There we go. But is the world ready for 2 Glenn Hausmans?
The world's hardly ready for 1. Oh, that's funny.
The better question is all of
our 3 to go from last week's shows. What?
The better question is the world ready for our guest? Because he's a boisterous one.
Yeah, I'm not ready. Now, I will tell you, before you introduce our guest, I'm relieved he's going to be on today because I'm so exhausted from being here in Vegas all week. I knew I wouldn't have to do any heavy lifting. So with that, Craig, who do we got?
We have 55 minutes of one person talking the entire show going up.
And that would be David. Hey, I think he is going to be tied or very close to tying 2 other guests with this appearance. We've got the one, the only Next Level Hos, also known as Matthew Hostetler, the CDO of Red Room Franchising.
Woo! Well,
How
And
are
the
you,
crowd
Matt?
goes wild.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Great.
I'm a little tired, a little worse for the wear, but that just means Vegas is great, doesn't it?
That's awesome. Hey, I'm sitting back in the green room here, and I'm seeing all these different. Well, it's not really the green room. It's actually my pool deck. But I see so many different versions
Don't
of
tell him
Craig.
that.
You have just transformed yourself over the past few years.
I have, I let the hair grow for 2 years for a wig for a cancer patient. And Glenn and I were going back and forth about having it cut off on stage at Click. And I decided two things. One, I didn't want anybody near the base of my skull with a pair of scissors. And I didn't want to do it there. So it was like, nope. I took it off. I went to go see the guy that normally cuts my hair. He didn't have to file bankruptcy since I'm back seeing him again. And
That's a close one.
That was really close for him. He was sweating that. So, but the hair went off for a wig for a cancer patient. I offered it to a friend of mine for his wife who's got a problem going, and she saw me. She's not quite my color. And I went, oh, okay.
It'd take me about 4 years to grow as much hair as you have right now.
Right.
Well, and last week half my beard fell off, so it was Glenn knows I can stop shaving and it'll be back in about a week and a half.
Well, we love your new look, and Matt, we love your old look. Don't ever change.
I get the whole. Frankly speaking, I got the Bermuda look on.
Nice, yes, we saw.
Nice.
But I had to plug. I'm always pointing it the wrong way. I had to plug. I know one of my besties is on here. I had to plug the program. My Red Roof. So.
Well, we really appreciate that. It's nice to have people watching the show for a change. So that's great.
That's it. I know. It's probably a good 3-4 people, right?
They don't hear you talk enough, Matt. I mean, you're not usually just boring them out with all the stuff you say every day.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I said they came to watch you talk even more. They don't hear that enough every day at work.
Well, it's actually it's required. So they got invited to the meeting. They were voluntold. They were voluntold, right? So if you want people on, you just got to tell them it's part of the job.
Red Roof.
So are you taking notes on every name that comes across tomorrow on Monday's meeting? You can appropriately reward those who attended.
I have somebody doing that, absolutely, and that's Miss Stephanie Pena. She's on the line as well. I have Lena and Stephanie Pena.
Hi, Stephanie.
I know that for sure. And I have Miss Rain on here. I saw that as well.
Yeah, well, Mr. Rain has a very important question. She wants to know where her check is for watching this program.
We had it turned into Canadian dollars, and then it just kind of.
She spends a lot of time up in Canada, so she can use that. But David, you should play the birthday video again, since Doreen's actually with us today.
Yes.
We didn't have any birthday celebration today.
Well, we do have a birthday celebration. Happy birthday, Dr. Producer Suzanne. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Bring the video up.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. We were. This wasn't part of the deal.
Bring the other video up so that we can start having cocktails, please.
Yeah, for God's sakes, Dave. This is what happens when Dave runs the show.
My water is doing a great job.
Cheers, everybody.
Hey, I have one little problem. We a couple of minutes before we went on the air, I was frantically trying to put together the setup to make it just right, and my drink is over there. So I'll be right back.
So Matthew, what is your secret drink for the show today?
Well, somebody got it partially right.
Oh, you got a Guinness. Oh no.
Nope.
Espresso martini, my man.
Oh.
But it's not made with reposado. It's made with vodka from Texas, Tito's, Texas.
Tito's. There you go.
My wife.
Hey, Lonnie, how are you?
I really have to give my wife a plug. She makes one of the best espresso martinis that's out there, including some of the greatest restaurants I've been to. So here's to my wife.
Well, I think we need to be the judge of that and come out there, and then we can have those, and we can drive your new white Corvette.
Well, it's you're a lot of talk. It's now working on 4 years old, and it's no longer new, but it still has new mileage on it. No,
there you go.
Breaking news, guys. Glenn has really gone out on a limb here for his drink this week. I just saw what it is in the back. It is something he has never tasted before because he's really wanted to do something different. You know, he went to Vegas. He's never been to Vegas before, and now he decided to drink Casamigos. You really stepped out of line, Glenn.
Up a little bit. You know what's really funny is I actually thought I was on air this whole time because in the studio thing over here, my picture was up there, and I'm sitting here having a good time, having my drink, saying really witty shit, and y'all missed everything.
Every single thing you were saying. I saw your mouth moving back there too. That's what I thought was you. So I even put in the chat, bring you on in a sec.
Since Glenn planned on not talking too much today.
Oh wait, hold on. I have to hit this private chat button. I got a message. Oh, bring you on.
You ready?
Cheers, everybody.
I would like to say cheers to you guys. Number 1 podcast in the hospitality industry and number 7.
Well, this half of the room, yes.
Yeah.
Number 7 over here. That's a shot at Craig, by the way.
And if you put me in a single, I'm number 24.
Awesome.
Well, it's
number 24 as well.
You know, you got to say Craig started a little later than Glenn, so he's climbing the ladder pretty quickly.
Well, I was the only one.
I only do a show twice a week.
So, you know. I was saying I was number 1 when there was just one podcast. So.
You're always number 1 in my book.
We were 1 of 1 for a long time.
Yes.
So I you know, I have my jacket and, you know, my dress blues on here and my ride pin, but just for Craig, I'm doing something else.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Can we get a drum roll?
I know.
Yeah, where's your soundboard?
I'm not prepared for this. I wish we had prepared some witty banter to fill the space over here. I'll tell you.
Because we were relying on Matt to do our job for us.
Hey!
There we go. Number 7.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Well, it's very exciting
to back up a little
number
bit.
7 show. I got to tell you, we do the No Vacancy. I love doing that, but this is so much fun for me to do every single week, and I really appreciate everyone tolerating us as we say stupid shit to each other.
The funny thing is, it's like every conversation we have in person too.
I know.
It's true. So as a Steelers fan,
together in California.
As a Steelers fan, Matt, Daniel would like to know, how do you feel about the Steelers draft that recently went down?
You know what? I grade them an A+. Obviously, I'm born black and gold. I live 3 hours east of Pittsburgh and do everything I possibly can to get to games. Omar Khan, who also is from a family of hoteliers in New Orleans, Louisiana. He's done us wonderful for the, I think, 17 or 18 years that he's been with the organization as their counsel, and now our chief ops leader, if you will. He had a great draft. I mean, let's face it, we needed good linemen, and we went and certainly got 2 very good ones. You know, one from LSU, and the other one from my area, West Virginia.
There you go.
We have a nice center we signed up, so I'm real happy about it. We got a great linebacker we picked up and another wide receiver. So listen, here's to the playoffs. We're going to get there, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do next.
All right. Cheers. Well, congratulations. I'm sure whatever you said made a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, because now let's talk about the Fish concert. Let's talk about something important.
No, wait a minute. Before we go to Fish.
Wait, Durain wants to let everyone know that she has to try Kia's Espresso Martini.
Yes, she does.
Plural martinis. Durain is not down for just one.
Right. I'm a little jealous
Can't
to
just
make
have
one for
one.
Matt, because I could really use one of those here. I think that is, I will say, our good friend Bruce Ford was one who introduced me to espresso martinis here in Las Vegas one time. And it's a great way to kick off the night, because I sometimes do the espresso, double espresso at like 4 or 5 o'clock if I need to keep my energy up after a long conference day before going out. But the espresso martini is really the blending of 2 perfect worlds. You got a little buzz, and then you got a buzz, and you can keep staying up, you know?
And
there you go.
And you look semi-professional whenever you have it, right? You put
I know, right?
Put the little pinky finger out. Yeah, there you go.
Well, Glenn,
supposed to be drinking,
are you
right
getting
up
your
to
2:30 nap today, Glenn? I mean, obviously we're going to be doing the show at 2:30, but will you take a 3 o'clock nap today? Or you have
I do
to.
plan on taking a 3 o'clock nap.
Oh, we're gonna run long then. If he hasn't had a nap yet, we're gonna run long today, guys.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Matt, let me ask you what's your feeling about the quarterback situation? You guys got Russell Wilson for league minimum. You've got some other quarterbacks in the room. What's that going to be like?
Listen, I think it's going to be awesome. I've always liked Russell Wilson as an athlete, as a player of football as well. Most importantly, you guys know he played baseball in college and then transferred to Wisconsin and played football there, and then obviously got drafted by Seattle. I think he's going to be phenomenal. He's going to work really, really well in our locker room. And Justin Fields, look, I mean, that's a great pickup as well. I mean, like I said, those guys were in the war room working really, really hard in the off season and putting that together. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I liked our number 2, meaning his number was 2, that got a contract, and I think he's in Tennessee now. He's stuck with Pittsburgh for all those years, and he went and got some money, and he helped us get to where we were last year. So I wish him the best. Yeah, go Buckeyes, Daniel. Yeah, right.
I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But, I like the idea of having 2 seasoned veteran quarterbacks, because the quarterback position has just gotten so frail over the past 3 to 5 seasons that, look at what San Francisco is doing. Everybody was picking them to go to the Super Bowl for a number of years, and they go through 3 quarterbacks in one season.
Right.
The Jets. Sorry, Glenn. Don't mean to,
As soon as I heard that word,
I love. All right, so hold on. Can we just appreciate right now, Glenn? You didn't see it obviously because your face was down. When you put your head down, the camera zoomed in on you, like some sort of.
You can't hide.
Just awful, just
service.
Awful thing.
Rooms.
That was spectacular.
Hi, Kia.
Hi, Kia. So the fact that the camera zoomed in on your pain was just perfect.
Perfect. Now, I hope somebody grabbed a screenshot of that. We got to put it up on the on our Instagram page.
So I was attending this event, and Michael Strahan was the speaker, and I learned that the first time he played football was like 1 year in high school. That's insane.
Yeah, I can believe that.
That's insane. What a natural athlete. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we had a guy back in the day. His name was Carlton Hasselrig. You can look this up. Carlton Hasselrig. He went to Pitt Johnstown and was a heavyweight wrestler, national champion, and got drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow.
Nose guard. He was awesome.
I mean, football isn't exactly the most complicated sport to physically play. I mean, it's physically demanding, of course, but I mean, it's not like baseball, even really so much basketball. You can really kind of jump into football, I think, pretty easily, depending on the position. Tight end, not so much, but if you're a lineman, you really just need to learn your feet technique. Obviously, I think the educational standpoint, everyone thinks big, dopey linemen. Linemen are super freaking smart, man. It is hard to be a lineman from a mentality standpoint, to understand protections and coverages and what's changed, So, but I don't think from a physical standpoint, if you're big and strong, and you have some, decent athletic ability, you can teach the rest pretty easily.
Yeah.
Depending on position.
Right. There's so many plays out there that you have to remember. You might get a key code to start the call, the quarterback's call, but half the time, there might be a play call somewhere in some of the things they're yelling. And these guys have to figure out what it is that they're actually sending in or yelling out, that they might be audibling, right? They're going to say, PR 54732, hut. And it's all voice inflection too sometimes. So it's like, you wonder how they absorb it all and stay sane
the idea of the big dopey lineman stereotype is so wrong. I mean, lineman is super smart.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
Go ahead.
I'll say, I was looking at Daniel's comment. Absolutely, they're athletic. I mean, you get these guys 6'5", 6'6", 330, 340, 350, and they can run a 5'2", 5'3", 640. Tons of athletic gift in a lot of linemen.
Yeah,
and they can break Glenn and I in half.
Yeah, imagine that coming at you.
Yeah, no thanks. No, thank you. Yeah,
No, it's like a truck. It's like having to hear Glenn talk about fish for the 15,000th time. You know, it just beats you over the head.
Oh, would you? I can tell you about the Sting concert last night instead. That was pretty freaking badass.
Well, actually, we had a viewer request to learn more about your trip. So Daniel wants to know, Glenn, how was Fish?
One of the most incredible musical experiences ever. That venue, Craig will back me up on this one, is the most incredible thing that's ever built for musical performances. So if you have a chance, you've got to get over to there.
Everybody does. Do yourself a favor and go to the Sphere.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who's playing there. It's going to be the best show you ever see.
Now, how many why don't they put a number in there? How many times put a number in where you type how many times Glenn has actually seen Fish?
Yeah, 200-ish.
Yeah.
Seen and heard.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well, that's over 200.
Yeah.
But seen was.
Right. I will tell you though, Matt, I had one of the best career moments the other day when I was in the luxury suite at one of the Fish shows, and I started talking to this guy, and he goes, "Wait, I know you. Weren't you just on a segment yesterday on Fish XM Radio?" And I'm like, "Yes, I was."
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. That was
awesome.
Great. Made
All right,
your
so
week.
Glenn, Kim wants to hear about Sting.
So Sting was great. I'm at a hotel company annual conference, and they hired Sting to play as the musical act for the party last night. We're at Mandalay Bay, and the whole Mandalay Beach. Well, that's where the party is, and they have a stage that comes out over there, and they have the musicians play there. So they had Sting play last night, and I was with the good folks over at Lodging Econometrics. I was with all of them. I was with our friends over at Integra and a whole lot of other good folks, and a lot of design people I knew. And we got into the pool, so you could go into the pool. I rolled my pants up, took my shoes off, and went all the way up. And I got to stand with the water up to my midway up here, right in the front, to see one of my musical heroes right there. And then he's coming over and he's playing bass and looking right at us. And that was pretty cool. As a kid who fell in love with Police in like 1982, that was just like a really great moment. And he played a surprising amount of Police songs, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
He did this mix of So Lonely and Bob Marley's No Woman, No Cry. That was
really nice. Yeah. Nice. Durain Lalani and I saw Earth, Wind, and Fire there.
Yep.
And it was at another hotel conference. And what a great night that was.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, that's why I'm really blessed to be in this hotel world as well, because you go to some of these conferences and you see the most amazing musicians. I remember I was at a big satellite TV provider event, and they had Lenny Kravitz, and that was really freaking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen Lenny Kravitz in New Orleans at the Jazz Festival.
Nice.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Matt, I'm jealous you've been to Jazz Fest. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Really cool. I don't know if my buddy that works with me is on the call. If not, he'll get 20 demerits and whipped with a wet noodle. But Ray Ruiak and I went back in I think it was either late 90s or early 2000s. It's been a while.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So Kim has a question. She wants to know if I know who Sting is. And of course I know who Sting is. He's actually one of my childhood heroes. I used to watch him all the time on TV.
Good answer, David.
100% who Steve Borden is.
I will tell you, Sting is one of those real handful of people that the whole world knows. I'm not sure a lot of the younger people were fans, right? So I don't know.
I mean, I all jokes aside, I do know obviously the musician Sting,
right?
But I mean, I wouldn't be listening to his music.
No, you wouldn't. But Dave, if you were there, you'd be like, oh, I know that one. Oh yeah, I know that one too.
Probably, yeah. That happens a lot, especially
maybe.
But I kind of got the feeling that he didn't feel very connected to the crowd because he kept trying to get them to interact, and I don't think that the corporate crowd was responding in the way that if everyone had paid $400 a ticket would,
You think?
Yeah. Plus, there was a lot of free booze, and every time
a lot of free booze and a lot of food. Yeah.
So tipping was part of the contract because every single time you went to the bar, they're like, "Can we get you a double? Can we get you a double?" It's like if you didn't want to get a double, they were like, "Would you like a triple? You must want a triple, then, if not a double."
Daniel said he saw the police when he was 12. I'm like, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, police was great. I remember I saw the police when they did their final tour. I guess that was 2008, give or take.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I saw them twice on that tour. That was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably what the tour he's talking about, because Daniel's in his mid-20s maybe.
Yeah, I wish they didn't hate each other. They're a band that they're a band that I'd like to see again. They're a band that I bet could sell out Sphere for.
Just to confirm, this is who we're talking about when we said the police, correct? This policeman right here.
No. He was the founding member of the band, but then moved to the Village.
Jennifer says that she saw the police before Daniel was even born.
That's awesome.
That's funny. That's too funny. Oh my God.
So tell me, guys. Glenn, you're out in Vegas. Craig, you're obviously in your basement. Matt, you're in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So what are the plans this weekend?
Who goes first?
Well,
I'll tell you my plan, because I'm gonna be a grumpy Dave for it right now. As Glenn knows, I have to go to Long Island on Sunday. But what I didn't tell you, Glenn, because I only realized it today, is Sunday's a stupid freaking tri-borough bike tour or 5-borough bike tour, which means the Verrazano is going to be closed all freaking day. So I have no idea.
GW?
I'm gonna have to go up over the GW and go out through Queens.
You might want to go. I feel like we're the Californians here, the New Yorkers. You might want to go through the Lincoln Tunnel over to the Midtown Tunnel and go that way.
Yeah, but there's going to be streets closed through all the boroughs as well, because they're going and hopping through all the boroughs. My only thing is go up to the George Washington, go over the cross county, and then out through that way. That's the only way I can think of that's going to be possibly
you might
open.
Want to come out Saturday night and use your corporate discount at a hotel on Saturday night.
I would love to, but
yes,
Fox has skating.
A medical official to Glenn Hausman's room, please. I think he's suicidal. Thank you.
Glenn has nothing to do with this. Glenn won't even be in New York. Glenn will be far, far away. We were talking about the cruelity that I talk about never seeing Glenn in Long Island, and I actually have to go to Long Island right now. He's not even going to be in the damn state.
No.
I'll do one of my impressions for you. Get to the chopper.
Well, Matt, as the CDO of Red Roof, I am sure you are flowing in personal wealth. I think you should actually pay for my blade flight out there.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday.
There you go. And Dave got that one too. Look at that.
No, I have no idea what that means. But I was just
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
You don't know that? That's
Wimpy.
Wimpy from Popeye.
Yeah, Wimpy.
That famous Depression era comic.
I know Popeye the comic strip, but I couldn't tell you anybody else. I know Popeye, obviously. I know the girl is Olive Oil, maybe?
Olive Oil?
I don't know what the big guy's name is, but I know the big guy.
He had two. It's like he was Bluto, but he was also Brutus.
Brutus, yeah, you're right. They changed it. Yeah.
Jerry says that I should swim out to Long Island. Not a bad idea. I do have to lose weight, so that's not a bad idea.
No.
And Durain is asking if Wimpy has an Indian accent. I have no idea. Maybe.
He does not.
Way to go, Durain.
Maybe possibly he does, depending on what time you are watching.
Or how much you've had to drink.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm loving this camera thing on Glenn because he literally cannot go anywhere without us having a center shot.
I can't escape.
This is tremendous.
You should bring up the other camera on him as well.
I will tell you though, it is pretty cool that that StreamYard has an iPad app right now. Do I look here? Do I look here? Do I look here? Do I look here?
And iPhone app as well, which is going to make it very easy now. Honestly, I think it'll be much easier, especially when we do no vacancy on the go. Yeah. For Anthony to log in and get really nice shots now. I don't know the last time we've actually done that, but it's they do a good job of reinventing their products. and all these changing times. They do a really good job of that, I feel.
They really do. It's great because it's really fun because you turn on, you go into the studio and it's like new feature, like they keep adding them. It's great.
Well, you know why, right? Because people keep using them and then they keep making more money.
Yeah, it's true. And they haven't even really raised the pricing all that much. So I shouldn't have said that out loud. Now they will. I know.
Quiet, yeah. What's the matter
But
with you?
Matt, what are you doing this weekend, Matt?
So let me think. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. Tonight I'm gonna chill. We're gonna just hang out here tonight. My wife and I put some food on the grill, relax. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. We're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna get a little workout in, and then we're gonna hang out Saturday here. Hopefully it'll warm up a little more. Maybe we'll get some pool time.
Yep.
But Sunday we're gonna wake up in the morning and we're gonna go right to the airport. We're gonna fly to Columbus, Ohio, and we're gonna spend a couple days there. And we're gonna celebrate our Circle of Excellence winners that are coming to Columbus to the area. We're staying at the Juno downtown. Beautiful property. Yeah, so we're gonna celebrate with our winners that come from all over the country.
That's awesome.
Explain the program. What did they do to earn that win?
Well, first of all, they were good at one of whatever their job is. Like if they're the front desk, or they're the night audit, or whether they're in housekeeping, or whether they're in franchise sales and development with me, or operations. There's various different people that have won. It's all over the board. It's property level. Top property of the year will be there. Just a tremendous amount of franchisee-based employees, our management company employees, our corporate employees, and obviously leadership as well. So we're happy to celebrate their achievements. It's nice to be recognized, whether it's in a warm climate, across the pond somewhere, or whether it's in Columbus, Ohio, where our company's based for 50 years now. We're very excited about it.
Wow.
All right, well, listen, I know what you're doing tomorrow, Matt, and you don't have a choice in the matter. Kia says you're watching the Derby, so just get ready for that.
Oh, that's
Derby,
right.
Oh, that's
I forgot about that.
Damn it.
Right.
I want to see that, but I'm going to be on a plane.
Yeah, I knew there was something, some shenanigans we were doing tomorrow. I forgot about that.
And also, birthday producer Dr. Suzanne popped in for a half second.
Hey, Suzanne, happy birthday. We said it before.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, the
Popping
video
in at the
David?
restaurant to say a quick hi. She wants to know why no one's dove in the pool yet. You must keep watching, Suzanne, if you want to see someone go in the pool.
Yeah, and if you don't stick around long enough, you're going to have to watch again.
I know. I feel like Matt's just going to rerun the footage of last year, so he doesn't have to jump.
I didn't put the temperature on the screen, Kia, if you know what the temperature of the pool is. Happy birthday, Suzanne.
If I had any idea where you lived, I would pull up your the weather in your area. Is it hot there, Matt? Like, is it pool warm there or no?
No, well, listen, we just opened it yesterday, so it's all. I wouldn't say all. I mean, it's pretty cold. I bet you it's about 64 degrees in there. So I'll wait to see what my wife says.
Well, what she's saying is that what she's saying is that you know who the boss is. That's what she's saying.
I love it.
Yeah, he knows who the boss is. That's right.
So any chance that you can convince Kia to jump in with you on air?
Oh, there's hell no.
No. That's not gonna happen.
Maybe in July.
Not happening.
Yeah.
That is not happening. 65 degrees. There you
go. Yeah, that's a little bit on the cold side.
It's 71 outside.
All right, hold on. Jerry's being a jerk now.
I know. Well, Craig, while we put up Jerry's comment, think about how much you would take out of your Netflix takeover fund to give to Kia to jump in the pool with Matt. But Jerry says it's 86 degrees where he is, and the water's at 96.
Crazy.
He's in Florida. Trust me. I'd be in my pool right now.
Wait a second. Inside information, guys. Inside information. It's only 65 degrees in Matt's pool, not because it could be warmer, not because he just likes cold pools. It's because he's too goddamn cheap.
Hey, the last time I checked, you buy a pool to cool off. Fake news, apparently. Fake news.
Listen,
I thought you bought a pool, so it's like air temperature, no matter what it is. You have equilibrium. You just stand there and drink all day. That's what I thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, we put about 8 or 10 inches of water in it last night, straight from the hose.
Yeah.
So you got to think it's not only cold from winter still, it's still it's cold from the
Well, if you were not being so freaking cheap, then it would be hot by now, and you could have a nice warm jump in there.
It's not a hot tub.
Did you open yours up yet?
No, I left. I left with hopeful instructions to please schedule that while I'm gone. I'd like very much to get home on May 10th to the open pool. But,
well, what are the odds? What are the odds that it actually happens?
Not good.
You're in Vegas, so this is a great time to make an odds maker.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why they build multi-billion-dollar buildings, because us fools keep making poor decisions. So,
Glenn, you're number one. You should be able to afford a pool company to come open it.
No, we can afford a pool company
he does.
to come and open it. Assuming one of my kids chooses not to go back to college next year, but my wife just needs to make the appointment. No smack against her. She's been really busy, and this falls into one of those things that you mean to, but sometimes you forget, and you have to remember and do it right away so it actually gets done. So I got to tell you, I give kudos to Kia. The day they close it is the day she schedules it to be opened. Oh, that's a good
There
point.
you go, Glenn.
You see, what my strategy is, I just call them when I think about it. Yes, they may not be open at that time, but they'll call me back. I leave a voicemail. Works like a charm.
Yeah, I did. I did manage to get my grills clean.
New invention.
So voicemail. Yeah.
I have to clean my grill. My grill's pretty bad right now, honestly. But one day, but not today.
Yeah, I had somebody come in to do it for me because they would put the care into it that I would not. So
imagine that. Glenn's over here hiring people to come clean his grill. Yeah. Glenn can't even clean his own grill. He's that much of a priss.
It's been long established that I'm really not good.
I don't clean my own grill either.
So,
it's like, no, I'll hire somebody.
That's right.
Wait, are you talking about a pool or a grill?
Yes.
A grill.
You don't clean your own grill?
No, I like to have it like serviced at the beginning of the year and have it like cleaned like new, as opposed to throughout the regular year.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to leave the food particles on it. It makes the food better.
Well, that is part of the seasoning, but there are times where you do want to have the grill cleaned and tuned up, and so once a year.
Yeah, and particularly with the grill that I have, I don't know about you guys, but the Weber grills with the button that you push to light it, they always get crappy after like.
Mine broke. Mine broke already. Yeah, mine broke already. I have to use a torch.
There's a battery in there if you guys don't know.
Oh, no, I don't know anything. I told you I'm not good at anything.
Yeah,
Matt.
if you unscrew it and pull it out, there's a battery in there. Your battery's probably corroded, and you think it's broke.
I'll just pull it out of my hearing aid.
I just use my little torch real quick. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried that, but it's then like,
and Glenn ended up with no eyebrows and his glasses melted down to his mouth.
We have one of those new grills.
That happened to me once, but it's all right.
See that camera just bouncing, following it.
I did that once, but then I was an extra in Rangers of the Lost Ark, so it worked out.
Yeah, that or Mad Max.
So, Glenn,
David,
what's your
post-apocalyptic movie? By the way, I don't know if you.
They've made remakes of it within my lifetime. I get it. Glenn, when do you leave Vegas?
Tomorrow.
So, what are you doing tonight?
I don't know. Unfortunately, I was hoping to be able to go see Duran Duran, but the tickets did not materialize. So, turns out that people that drop millions of dollars in the Wynn Casino are a little bit more important to win than me. So I was not able to get tickets. I think they put me on the wait list for the wait list or something like that. So if 1,000 people cancel, I should be able to get.
You'll get a call. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do.
You could just buy your own ticket. They're not that bad.
How much are they selling for now?
Right now, it looks like you can get into there for $230.
Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, maybe that's something I will do. I don't know. We'll see. After I take my nap, I'll figure it out.
No nap. We're running long today. There's no nap for you.
Yeah, one day
there's no napping and streaming.
Well, tomorrow's going to be a fun day.
Napping and podcasting.
What's that?
There's
no napping and podcasting.
Yeah,
no.
I think one day next time you're in Vegas, I think I might just need to just come out there with you and bum in your hotel room. And then we could have we could actually meet further east in California and
that would be nice.
Enjoy Vegas together.
It would be great. I would love to. I would love to be able to hang out with you here. There's a lot of cool stuff, and especially with the live music and how. Yes, I did. Sting was absolutely great, and Suzanne, I got all the way up to the front, which was really cool and really special. I also saw Scorpions the other night as well, so that was a hoot. I rocked it like a hurricane. So I'm like, dude, that must have been like, I don't know, somewhere in his 60s or something like that. I went to go pee before the show started. I'm walking, and there's all the security guards are surrounding him, and he can hardly stand up. And you're gonna have to go, sir. You're gonna have to go. And he's like, this is bullshit. And then takes a step up the stairs, and then promptly falls down. Then he gets up, bullshit. I shouldn't have to leave. And then he's tripping again. So they escorted him out. I felt bad,
Is that somebody who
first song, bro? By the time you make it to your 60s,
is that somebody that accepted too many of the double offers?
No, I think I believe that probably too many doubles. This is a paid concert at Planet Hollywood, but it reminds me when I used to go to see Jimmy Buffett concerts. Young people, you would see them; they'd been drinking all day, so you see their bodies littered throughout the parking lot, trying to get to the concert, but they were too exhausted and they just collapsed and passed out right there. It's so funny.
My two favorite scenes from Las Vegas was one morning. This is years ago when I worked at Realogy Coldwell Banker. We left in the morning to go for a run, believe it or not, and there were 4 or 5 younger, folks coming in from the night, and one of them just happened to be coming in with them in a shopping cart, passed out. That's Vegas right there. That's saying I had a good time in Vegas.
That sounds like a fraternity prank.
I don't know, but it was real.
We got the pledge.
What were you doing going for a run at 6 a.m. in Vegas is the better question.
Well, let's also remember that it was about
3,000 degrees.
More than 13 years ago. It's actually when I really wanted to go exercise. Now I have to go exercise.
Well, the good thing about being
you could just walk up and down the strip. Yeah, go walk up and down the strip for all day. You get a lot of walking.
You try handle people stuff.
Then my other favorite scene was walking down the hallway at the event where it was basically 17 days of conference back to back with all the real estate brands from their company. And I walked down the hall and I looked at my old buddy Phil. I looked over and I said, "Hey, isn't that Pete Rose right there signing baseballs?"
Oh, were you at the mall? Were you at the mall at Mandalay Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get an autograph,
sat
Matt?
there for a decade.
No, because he was charging for it. I wasn't paying $20.
Yeah, he was charged. He's always been charging for that. So
He's
appealing his band. He said his interpreter stole all the money and made all those bets.
I believe that.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
That is funny.
So I'll be in Orlando next week. I'm staying on Disney property, so I might go try to drink around the world in Epcot on Sunday and Monday night. So that should be fun.
You should document that.
What's that?
You should document that.
Take your DJI with you and film all of it. He's getting sick. He's getting sick.
No, I'm not.
Put the mask on. We're already working virtual from 2020, so we don't need it. Put the mask on.
Just these weeks are long when you're in Vegas. Really long days. At this event that I'm at, they had us do these roundtable interviews with executives, but they started it at 7:30 in the morning. So I had to be at by 7 to have some coffee, and it's like a 20-minute walk in this building. So I had to basically get up at 6 a.m. to go do all of this stuff. So,
why? I mean, listen. Why would they have it? Why would they have it so early?
They've always done it that way. It's because once the day gets started, the executives have other stuff to do. It's not unusual. In fact, I want to. It's nice that they're able to give us the opportunity to speak to those people, because at a lot of these events, there just is no time for those executives to even have a conversation with you. So even if it's earlier in the morning, it is what it is.
How many people went to that event straight from the night before, have not slept at any point?
Oh, well, this was just for the media roundtable. So there's only like 6 or 7 media people with the executives.
Got it.
We all show up when we're supposed to, you know? But there were 6,600 people at this event. So I'd say 2,500 of them probably came in straight. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? You know, but I know a lot of people do. And I used to do that back in the day too. So it is what it is.
Was Scott Lockwood there?
I did. I saw him briefly, but I got to say hello to him. So
Good guy. Yeah. Good guy.
So Matt, what are we gonna have to do to have you jump in that pool?
I don't know. Let me think that through.
So you got 15.
Can you even swim in it at this point?
Can I swim in it?
What would stop you from swimming in it?
You opened it yesterday. Doesn't it take a while for it to
chemicals and all that? Yeah.
The chemicals are put in it yesterday at about 1. So yeah, it's good. I mean, you could shock a pool and get in a pool after it's shocked like 4 or 5 hours later.
Right.
It's just colder. It's colder than you know what in there.
Yeah.
I still say Craig puts up some money and gets Kia to jump in with him.
Now we're still making a run after Lucasfilms.
I'm just going to say this, and my wife's not going to jump in the pool.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Keep your wallet in your pockets.
David doesn't understand women.
She went and she had her beautiful hair done today, so that would just
okay, yeah, there's no chance then. There's definitely no chance then.
Yeah. So getting prepared for the Circle of Excellence meetings. So you get your nails done, you get your hairs done, you know, you stop at the mall and instead of checking the closet.
Yeah.
Well, are you having a group over for the Derby tomorrow?
I don't know, Kia. Are we having a group of people over for the Derby tomorrow? I usually find out in about 20 minutes before the race.
Yeah.
Wait, Matt, what happened?
Setting stuff up. Right.
Super important question, Matt. What happened this morning? We need to know.
Oh. So, little shocker. In addition to adding a little more shock. Well, let's say what she thought she saw, or I thought she saw last night. She goes, "Oh my goodness, I just saw something white run around there, over there by the pool." I was like, "I didn't see anything over there by the pool. It was white. You must have just saw a light or something." So this morning she comes down and I hear, "Ah!" So there's a little vermin that got a little possum that got in there, a little baby one about this big.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell a possum story, but it was huge, frankly speaking. It must have been about this big. It was huge. But so it didn't make, unfortunately, it was running along the pool probably and fell in and, it drowned. So bye.
Poor buddy.
So skim it out and into the woods. Every once in a while,
could have got into the recycling, but
yeah, every once in a while, when in the spring we'll open it up and there might be a field mouse or something that made its way. But
there's always an animal that's committed suicide in my pool, 1 or 2 a year. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. When we first built it, because all the land was moved around us, so it displaced some other like reptiles. I woke up and had that was probably about 18 inches, little black snake. Oof. Made its way in there.
I'm so out. I don't like snakes. I don't do snakes.
Yeah. You don't like spiders or snakes, do you?
Huh?
Do you like spiders or snakes?
Spiders I don't care less about. They don't bother me. Snakes I don't do. I never used to have a problem with snakes. I'll tell you my snake story. Never had a problem. Never had a problem with snakes. And then one year, I don't know, it was probably 12, 11, I don't know. My cat comes. She was an outdoor cat, so she would go out, do her things, and then come back. And one time she has this thing hanging from her mouth like a mustache. I'm like, what the hell is that? And she puts it down. The stupid thing starts slithering everywhere.
Right.
And ever since then, I'm not a snake guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the challenge has been thrown down. Matt, we all want to see you jump in. Kia's saying you better not. There's a ton of chlorine in there. Ooh. We're really gonna find out what is reality
Don't open
here.
your eyes.
We're going to find out who really is the boss by the end of this show in 10 more minutes, guys.
We all know it's Tony Danza. What's the difference?
Good answer, Glenn.
Thank you.
So now, Matt,
really,
you
it
have,
was Catherine Heldman on that, but
Yeah.
Mother,
is that a TV show?
Who's the boss?
It was before his. Hey, it's BD before David.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Does it make you feel old, Glenn?
No, it makes me think Dave's stupid.
Oh man.
To be fair, even when I was coming up as a young Davey, I didn't really know too much. A young Davey.
Oh.
I didn't know too many TV shows at the time that even were my age because I used to just watch ESPN and sports basically 24/7. I would legit sit at my grandma's house back when Sports Center was basically recorded and just played on a loop all morning.
Right.
And I would just watch 3, 4, 5 of those episodes over and over because I was just so obsessed with sports at the time.
Wow.
That's funny.
That's pretty cool.
I watched ESPN when it was just Chris Berman.
There you
go. That's the way when it first started, and he would like introduce the bass fishing tournaments and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now they have Now they actually have ESPN the Ocho. It's crazy.
I know.
But I went to a smaller school in Pennsylvania, right? Division II athletics.
Right.
And I used to always say, how cool would it be to like watch Division II sports? And then years later, we have everything, including including like cornhole.
Yeah, right. Dude,
the first time I saw that on TV, I was like, "What is going on?"
When you hear a couple weeks ago the fish shows, I went to breakfast with my friends, and it was freaking cornhole on like ESPN or Ocho. You're right, and it was amazing. It was like these two teenagers who were looking all serious with their headphones on, playing cornhole, and everyone's like parents and extended family cheering them on in the audience, like real sport.
Well, when I first saw it on ESPN, it was during COVID actually.
Yeah.
Oh, man, no sports.
And I was like watching television, and all of a sudden I'm like looking. I'm like, "Are you like it's COVID? Things are getting bad." I'm up at midnight watching cornhole. Nothing was open. What are you gonna do? I mean,
there was no sports either. I love that this camera just tracks Glenn no matter where he goes.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
do not lean forward and back again because the camera goes way too low, Glenn. Okay.
I know. Exactly. We don't need to see any of that. It's not I'm like look down and it threatens to go.
Well, listen, we're over here talking about ESPN. We're doing a bunch of plugging for them. It's time to do our own plugging.
Hey, everybody, welcome to your favorite part of the show, the part of the show where we get to shamelessly plug stuff. Matt Hostetler, you're our guest. You get to go first.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Listen, started our 51st year, the beginning of the month. April was actually our birthday of 50 years, so now we're going into our 51st year. Proud to announce we have our new president in place, Zach Reed. He's a super guy. He's awesome. He's very engaged. We're very excited to have him in the building. We're looking forward to a great 24. Our ride program has taken off with the leadership of Lena Patel. You guys all know Lena.
Yep.
I'm surprised she's not up there in some of those top 20s. Frankly, it's how many people that she knows in the industry. But it's great. I mean, we're moving forward. Everything's great at Red Roof. We always ride with Red Roof. There you go. Yep. We always put our shades on at this point, but I don't need them right now, and say the future's bright at Red Roof. So
nice.
We're very excited about it.
Awesome. Dave?
I was ready for Matt to jump in the pool. Sorry, Kia.
Craig?
Hey, lots going on. We're going to be doing a Click Live and talking about transactions and giving you some ideas on how to make your transactions flow and get them closed on time. And we've also got I've got David Bowman joining me for another Click Live where we're going to be talking about the Bowman Post Group Foundation. We are helping with some scholarships for tomorrow's leaders in the hospitality sector. And then on Monday, I will be at Meet the Money, the best debt and equity conference for hotels in the nation, and I'll be doing some interviews there. And got a couple of really interesting locations for Click 8 for next year.
Ooh.
So are we gonna have to
Pretty
wear
good.
a different number next year? Different number?
Yes. Magic 8 Ball is the logo for next year.
Nice.
Magic 8 Ball means you're going to drop down a spot. You want to get worse?
No.
David,
Silly.
Click 8.
Silly David.
8th annual California Laundry Fest. The light bulb went on.
Hey, if you guys are going to be at TPG Hotels and Resorts event next week in Orlando, Florida, I will see you there. We're going to be moderating a couple of panels talking about, hotel ownership, what's going on, and all the stuff that you need to know in the business. Then I'll be back here in Las Vegas for Den & Company on May 30th. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also going to be hosting an award show for a hotel company. That'll be a lot of fun. And see you at the NYU Hospitality Investment Conference and on and on and on from there. Oh, yeah. Come to High Tech because Anthony and I are the keynote speakers. Thanks. See you guys.
Oh, just that little thing, too. Yeah, I forgot about that. Just throw that one in there.
Glenn has a role at our conference as well in September. We're looking forward to having him.
Yeah, I'm going to be hosting the town hall and then doing a little something else. So that should be a whole lot of fun. Look, the best part is it's at Mohegan Sun, one of my favorite.
Woo, I want to go. Matt, can I come?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have an absolute spectacular reason to be there. I'm not in development. I'm not a hotel owner, so I have all the reason to be there, but I want to go to Mohegan.
We'll produce some
don't
content together,
you?
Dave.
Yeah, don't you have to put everything together because Glenn doesn't know what he's doing? Or
Remember, I'm incapable. Internet.
Yeah. We've learned that all too often, unfortunately.
Hey, all right. Well, thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week. Although I should warn you guys, I land at 3:00 at LaGuardia, so I've got a car service taking me home. So I'll either do this again on the phone, or I'll be home at 5:00 when we start the show next.
Why don't you just
I'm
stay
in.
at the airport?
Durain's taking care of me. I'm in. Matt, I'm coming.
Awesome.
I'll put your name on the invite list, brother.
Yep.
Hey, let me remind you one thing. Durain hired me, so whatever Durain says, Durain gets.
Right.
Durain, we're hitting the tables together too a little bit.
Nice. I love it. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Aloha.
Right, Friday Night Audit.
Hey,
Damn it, Glenn. I thought you couldn't do it because you were. I didn't think you could do it.
hands off, David.
This is what happens when Glenn tries to run the show.
Yeah.
And clearly we saw
Over the credits, Glenn gets upset.
since Matt's not in the pool.